Hi, welcome. My name is Yvonne Sullivan. I teach trauma-informed yoga for mental health and addictions, and I'm excited to be here for CMHA National's annual conference. I'm usually there in person, so a little bit different this year, but thank you for joining me virtually. I will be taking us through practices and postures, demonstrating them physically as well as saying them verbally. And I always say if anything doesn't feel right for you, or you need to adjust a posture or take a break, no problem. I'll be offering some adjustments and modifications as well. Yoga is such a helpful tool to manage some of the stress and anxiety we're dealing with today and on a regular basis, as well as manage some of the low mood. So there's different ways that you can work with your breath and body to kind of, if you're feeling low, to elevate your mood a little, and vice versa if you're dealing with too much stress or anxiety to calm yourself down and ground you. I always like to say one of the best things is that the more we practice kind of staying in a peaceful, restful state, whether you're dealing with stress or not at that time, when we do face challenges and we do face difficult situations where we're not feeling our best or things aren't going our way, because we've practiced it so much, the mind and the body have gotten used to that state and used to being more relaxed, which is the parasympathetic nervous system, and rest and digest, so that when those times come up, we can access it a lot easier and we can use that resource that we've practiced. So thank you for coming out today. I will go back to the mat and get started. And if you don't have a mat, that's okay. You can try it without a mat as well. Not really necessary, just find a soft surface. Thanks. So again, finding yourself on your mat. I'm cross-legged. Cross-legged isn't right for you. You can find a seated posture that's better. Just relax the shoulders, relax the hands. We take a few moments at the beginning of practice to come into the present moment, knowing that our minds are always traveling back or forth, but this is where we are now. And coming into the present moment, well, it's part of mindfulness, but it's very grounding and calming. Relaxing the shoulders, maybe closing the eyes. Perhaps noticing any sounds or smells. How the mat feels on your feet. Engaging the senses are part of mindfulness. Another technique you can use is the breath. So we'll start to notice the inhale and the exhale. Noticing the inhale, maybe the air traveling through the nose to the belly expanding a little. And the exhale, belly coming in and air leaving through the nose. A couple more inhales and exhales, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hands. This is where we are now. Whenever you're ready, slowly start to roll the shoulders. So you can choose which direction because we'll be going both ways. And then rolling the other way. And come back to center. Let's take our left ear to our left shoulder. So left ear to left shoulder, and relax the right shoulder down a little. We're creating a little length in the right side. Moving back to center. Right ear to right shoulder, left shoulder down. and back to center. Inhaling the hands to the side all the way up, reaching high, exhaling heart center. Let's do that again, inhaling all the way up, reaching to the sides, maybe gazing upwards, exhaling heart center. This time moving into a twist by inhaling the hands up, exhaling to the right. So the left hand will come to the right knee, the right hand will come behind us, kind of near the base of the spine, and gazing over the right shoulder, a twist. Taking 2 breaths here. Moving back to center, let's do that on the other side. Inhaling the hands up, exhaling heart center. Inhaling the hands up again, exhaling heart center. This time inhaling up, exhaling to the left. Right hand comes on the left knee, left hand behind us, and gazing over the shoulder. And coming back to center. Awesome, let's take the feet forward. So I'll move to the side so you can see, but feet forward. Just bring the hands underneath the shoulders and let the knees go from side to side. And back to center. Taking the feet long, so toes are going to be pointing upwards, heels drawing forward. Inhaling the hands up, relaxing the shoulders a little from the ears, and exhaling forward. Hands can go to the ground or the legs, and then just soften the shoulders forward. Relaxing through the arms and the back. This is seated forward fold. And then slowly rise up. Coming back to a seated posture, but this time the right leg is going to come out on a diagonal. So right leg on the diagonal, left foot is to the inside of the left leg. Inhaling the hands up, exhaling, twisting to the right. So upper body twists to the right and fold over the right leg. Softening the hands and the shoulders. Keeping the right arm down, inhaling the left arm up. Exhaling the left arm down. Inhaling the left arm up again, reaching up, maybe gazing upwards. Exhaling down. Last one, inhaling the left arm up, so this is a bit of a flow, and exhaling down. Slowly rise up. Take the left hand on a diagonal. What we want to do is spread the fingers wide, so it helps put pressure into the whole palm and not just the base of the wrist, and then plant it down beside the left hip. Right arm is going to swoop forward and either reach over the head, or you can bring your right toes to the ground and see if you can bring the hips forward, and we're reaching right over the right, with the right hand, stretching through the right side. Lowering back down and switching to the other side. So right leg in and left leg out. Left toes pointing upwards, right foot on the inside of the leg. Inhaling the hands up. Exhaling, twist and fold. Again, the hands coming to the mat or the leg. And softening through the arms and shoulders. Keep the left hand down, inhaling the right arm up. Exhaling down. The right arm up. Exhaling down. Last one, inhaling up and exhaling down. Slowly rising. Right hand on the diagonal, Left arm swoops forward, left toes towards the ground, and reaching up over the head. Moving back to center, bring the knee in and coming into child's pose. So child's pose is a very calming, relaxing posture, very grounding. What we'll do is we'll keep the toes together and then take the knees apart. Hands come forward, so bringing the palms and the forearms to the ground, and then seeing if you can also reach your forehead to the ground. If you can't, you can create a little shelf and you would rest your forehead on your hands. Relaxing through the back, taking a deep breath. We'll take about 3 or 4 breaths here. Again, really feeling the support from the mat. Slowly, whenever you're ready, rise up and we'll move into tabletop. Tabletop, hands will be underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. Again, fingers spread wide. The back is straight. Other option is to, if you have sensitive knees, you could fold the mat. So you'd fold the mat and it creates a triple mat, and then you would put your knees on that. I'm good today. Adding a flow with the left leg. Take the left leg all the way up. See if you can point it upwards a little. Taking an inhale and exhaling the knee forward, almost like it's coming towards the nose. Inhaling back up. Exhaling forward. Inhaling back up. Exhaling forward. Coming back up one more time, and this time we'll step the foot through. So left foot is going to come forward. I'm going to give an option here. For those who would like to stay on the knee, that's totally fine. If you're feeling like you have more balance and a bit of strength today, what we would do is tuck the right toe. Come onto the toe, and then move all the way up. Again, the option to do this on the knee. I'll demonstrate both ways. The first one I'll do since I'm standing up already this way. Exhale the arms to the side. Interlacing the fingers, shoulders will draw back, hands down, heart up. Bit of a back bend here. Reaching up with the arms, coming into a twist, exhaling to the left, arms reach towards the front and back. Inhaling back up, exhaling to the right. Inhaling back up, holding. For those who are in high lunge, just bring your knee down and we'll both be switching. So left leg back. This time we're flowing with the right leg. So right leg comes up. Exhaling, curve. Inhaling up. Exhaling, curve. Inhaling up. And exhaling, curve. Leg comes back up one more time. And then we step forward with the right leg. Rising up. Option to do this again in high lunge. Exhale the arms to the side. Interlace the fingers, shoulders will draw back, hands down and heart up. We're reaching back up, coming into our twist. Exhaling to the right, arms reach towards the front and back. Inhaling back up, exhaling to the left. And back up, hands forward, tucking the back toe and stepping forward into forward fold. Forward fold, knees are bent, upper body relaxed. Whenever you're ready, slowly rising all the way up. Into mountain posture. Mountain posture, feet facing forward, palms facing forward, chin is level with the ground, shoulders relaxed. Breathing. Inhaling the hands all the way up. Palms will face each other. Exhaling to the left. Option to take the left hand down, and you can gaze downwards, which is more calming, or up, which is more energizing. So if we're looking down, that's more grounding, and this is a little bit more energetic if you're looking upwards. Hands coming back up. Palms will face each other and then come together. Bending at the elbows for a tricep stretch. So keeping the elbows and arms close to the ears, and then the hands will come down. Looks like this. Arms coming back up, letting the palms go, exhaling to the right. Option to take the right hand down, gaze downwards or up. Arms coming back up, hands to heart center, and back to mountain posture. Taking a breath. Let's come to the top of our mat. So coming to the top of the mat and taking a step back with the left foot. Moving into warrior two. So left foot will be parallel with the back of the mat, right knee is bent. The arch of the left foot is aligned with the heel of the right. Arms reach long and gaze over our front fingers. Warrior two. Moving into a bit of a mindfulness practice here. So I mentioned before that the senses are a great technique that you can use, so engaging the senses. This time we'll be using the vision. So focus your gaze on your fingers, so fingertips. Take the left hand, we're just gonna give it a little bit of a break. So left hand goes to the hip. Gaze is on the right fingertips, and what we'll do is we'll start to create circles. You can decide the size of the circle, the speed, the direction, but what we want to do is just really focus the gaze on the fingers. And continuing to breathe. Couple more. And whenever you're ready, coming back to warrior two. Gazing over the front fingers. Right hand and palm is going to come upwards, so face upwards. Left hand scoops around, reach up, sun warrior. Moving back to warrior two. Hands coming down and moving to the other side. So if you have your mat vertically, you would step forward with one foot and then back with the other. If you have it horizontally like mine, you just switch to the other side. So right foot would now be back, left knee bent, arms reach long and gazing over the left fingers. Warrior two on the opposite side. Holding warrior two for a couple breaths. Left knee bent. Arms extended. Take the right hand and place it on the hip. Focus your gaze on the left fingers. And start to create our circles. Breathing. Couple more. And whenever you're ready, back to Warrior Two. This time flipping the left hand upwards, palm and forearm. Right hand scoops around, reach up, Sun Warrior. Back to Warrior Two, hands coming down and just stepping forward. Great, back to mountain posture. Mountain posture, palms again facing forward, feet facing forward, taking a breath, just reconnecting. We're gonna be moving into a couple balancing postures and then get off our feet. Grounding through the right side. Right foot will be facing forward. Bringing our hands to heart center and focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving. What that does is it connects the vision to the brain, to the body to help you balance. It also just kind of focuses you so you're concentrating on just the balance. Right foot again facing forward. We'll take our left foot, step it forward a little, then to the side, and find your tree. Either touching down, so the left toes are on the ground and the heel against the ankle, or you could take the foot on the leg. And just breathe. If you wobble or step in and out, no problem. Another option is you could go beside a stable structure, like a table or a wall, and just rest your right hand on that. Maybe adding the arms. One more breath. Bringing the arms back down. Step on a diagonal with the left foot. Left foot is going to come all the way down. Hips and upper body will shift towards the left. Arms reach long and upwards. Maybe taking the right leg off the ground. You can do this with the right leg on the ground as well. But if you took it off, we're balancing through the left leg. One flow with the arms. Once you have your stability, arms come down, extend backwards, and then switch. Down and upwards. Moving back down, and let's just rock from side to side a little. And back to center. Okay, we'll try all this with the other side. Left foot facing forward, palms at heart center, focusing your gaze. Right leg will step forward or point forward, right leg to the side. And find your tree, either touching down so the foot is on the ground and the heel against the ankle, kind of like a kickstand, or you can take your foot upwards. Keep this one down. Breathing. Maybe adding the arms. One more breath. hands to heart center. Stepping on a diagonal with the right foot this time. Hips and upper body shift towards the right. Arms reach long, maybe adding the left leg. Exhaling down and back. And down and forward. And back. Great. Okay, so we're done with the standing postures. We will get off the feet and start to get ready for our final Shavasana, so our final meditation. Feet are going to be facing forward. Inhaling the hands all the way up. Exhaling the hands to the side. Just bending the knees and letting the hands come down. Feet down to the side and then forward. Like we did before, let the knees go from side to side. This little movement. Taking the feet long, we'll try one more balancing posture. Hands can remain underneath the shoulders. Feet long, and perhaps seeing if you can bring the toes to the ground and your hips up a little. Option also to look upwards, so legs are extended long. Breathing. And lower back down. Walk the feet in just a little, and we want to check behind us to make sure we have enough room. If you need to shift up, that's fine. And lying down. Taking a nice long stretch. Hands above the head, point the toes. Lengthening, and then taking the right knee in. So right knee bends, right knee is going in the direction of the right shoulder. Interlace the fingers on the shin and circle the right ankle. And circle the other way. And we'll move through that with the other side. So right leg long, left knee in, left knee to left shoulder. Just going in the direction of the left shoulder and circle the left ankle. And circle the other way. Let's bring both knees in. Knees coming to the upper body and just rocking from side to side or back and forth. Bit of a massage for the lower and mid back. Taking the feet directly on the ground. Feet will be flat on the ground. Arms coming out, so from the shoulders like a T, palms facing up. Feet on the lower ground, locked into the lower body. Let the knees go to the right side and the gaze to the left. Moving into a final twist. So twists are really good because they help with relaxing the body, and great to practice them before the meditation, because the more relaxed our body is, the more relaxed and calm our mind will be for the meditation. So knees to the right, gaze to the left. You might also notice there's some lengthening through the left side. Shoulders connected to the ground, breathing. Knees coming back up and letting the knees go to the left side this time and the gaze to the right. Perhaps closing the eyes. back to center. Moving into our final Shavasana. Feet will be long, close to the edges of the mat. Arms, palms facing up. Some space between your body and your arms. Shoulders relaxed against the mat. Maybe tucking the chin in a little helps lengthen the spine. Closing the eyes again if that's right for you. Relaxing through the jaw, the forehead. Maybe scanning the body. Is there any area where you can let go of a bit more tension? Maybe the calves, the hands or the feet. And knowing that we can always work with the breath or use the breath during our meditation. But we're always practicing with it. But you could always follow it, meaning that we would follow the inhale, coming through the nose to the belly rising, and then exhaling, the belly falling, air coming through the lungs into the nose. So inhale and exhale. And we'll end with a couple minutes of silent meditation to close the practice. Just relax. Just breathe. Just be. Whenever you're ready, slowly taking a breath in and exhale. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Taking your right arm long beside your ear and just rolling up over onto the right side. Resting your head. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana longer if you like, but for those who'd like to close the practice with me, press into the top hand, pushing up and making your way into a seated posture. Bringing our hands to heart center if you wish, knowing that we can come back to this moment at any time, guided by our breath, body, and our awareness. And that this practice is exactly how it's supposed to be on this day, in this space, together. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions at all, feel free to visit my website, yvonnesullivan.com, EVONNESULLIVAN.com, or email me at info@yvonnesullivan.com. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference day and take care.